Hey everybody, welcome back to another Slimefun Tutorial. Here on my channel, I am Boomer, and I am so happy to be back with you guys. I know it's been like 5 months since I last was on and did a video, and I want to thank everyone for your support. I'm blown away. I picked up 500 subs since the last video. You guys are amazing. I want to thank those on the Royale server that I play with for your support and encouragement and just waiting for my hand to heal. For those of you who don't know, I had hand surgery. I've been it's been a slow recovery. 5 months later, I still have some swelling. They said it takes 6 to 9 months to completely heal. And so I'm still working through it. But today, we're going to finish up Foxy Machines tutorial. Now, initially I said I was going to do a 4-part series. We've decided to drop it down to 3. I'm not going to kill the mobs on camera. For those of you who know, I hate PvP. I hate it with a passion. It drives me insane. But for those of you who love it, I'm going to let you explore and decide what's best. I'm going to walk you through Foxy Machines and tell you how to get everything that you're going to need. And so to start with, there is a tutorial on how to build the actual altar. Now let me change views here. So what I've done is I've actually built the altar. He's in there for a reason. I'll explain that in a minute. But to get to the tutorial on how to make the altar, simply type in Foxy space altar with a backslash before. So it's backslash Foxy altar. You'll get a link to a YouTube video. Fezarex, the dev of Foxy Machines, did a very nice job. It's very simple to follow. I got it right in the first crack, so I know you guys can do it. Now, inside of the guide for Foxy Machines, we have a few things. There's a couple bows, there's some swords, and there's some armor, in addition to the mob bosses. Now, to walk through the bosses here, you actually have to do it in sequence. First thing you're going to fight is the Pixie Queen. From there, you're going to be able to make and fight the Headless Horseman. From there, you're going to fight the Vile Pumpkin. He's a nasty bastard. And then, when he drops, you can actually produce the Acri Arkham Bow. Infinity Arrows, Power 7, Damage 3, Armor Piercing 2. Power 7, obviously, as you guys know, is pretty intense, way above anything you can do in vanilla, but of course Slimefun allows you to exceed those limits if your server is configured to do so. Okay? There are some very interesting things that we're going to work through here on how to get. The first two things you need are the Cursed Sword and the Celestial Sword. The Cursed Sword, you're going to see there's a whole bunch of things that you need here. Blood, cursed rabbit paws. Anything that's cursed. Anything that's cursed. So for example, the blood, the rabbit's paw, you're going to kill a mob inside of the altar. Some of them will be very specific. For example, the rabbit's paw, you kill a rabbit, you get the cursed rabbit paw. For the blood, you kill any mob on the altar. It doesn't matter what sword you have. It doesn't matter what mob. I've done cows, I've done chickens, I've done skeletons, I've done zombies, I did creepers. Whatever you can get to fall into here, that will allow you to get the blood and the rabbit's paw. Here's just a regular, another right sword. This is where it gets a little tricky. The blood-infused skull requires a human skull. And so we're going to try something. We're going to see if this friend of ours, this zombie here, if he's going to pick up the beheading sword. Let's try it again. Alright, let's kill the zombie. And then we're going to summon another one here. Because apparently, look at that, he even left the blood down there. Summon a zombie. Pick up the sword, buddy. Pick it up. Come on. Alright, let's try it one more time. Last time it took me 3 attempts to get him to pick up. He just does not want to pick up. What you're hoping is that the zombie will pick up the sword of beheading. Because if he does, you drop in there with him and get into survival mode. And he will kill you, and then you can drop your own head. Let's try getting into survival here and see if that does something. See if he'll pick it up then. Well, I guess he's going to be a little bit of a shy participant in today's episode and not do so. All right. So trust me. Oops. Try it one more time. You get the zombie to pick up the sword. Like I said, drop in there in survival mode. He will kill you, and you will drop your head. I believe it's a 70% chance with the sword of beheading. So it might take 2 attempts. It might take 3, but so far, every time I've done it, it's been on the first attempt. I just have not been able to get him to pick up the sword. I don't know why he won't. Let's see if he'll pick it up now. Well, all right. I guess he just doesn't want to participate in today's episode. That's fine. So once you've got the human skull, then you're just going to get 4 bloods and 4 magic lump 4s, which are made by combining magic lump 3s. Now, just to show you that you can get the blood, since he doesn't want to participate, we'll kill him in the altar, and look at that. We got another blood. All right. One of the things in here is where it took me a little bit to figure this out, and I wasn't paying close enough attention. Let's say I want to start crafting the armor. For each piece of armor, you're going to need 4 equanimous gems. And I'm sure I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but anyways. If you notice something, cursed, celestial, cursed, celestial, cursed, celestial. It didn't dawn on me initially, cursed, celestial, cursed, celestial. This is where the Foxy quest comes into play. To get these items, it doesn't matter where you kill the mob. You just have to kill it after issuing the Foxy quest command. So if I go Foxy quest, all right, whoops, I got to hold one of the swords. All right, it wants fox blood, so we'll summon a fox. If I summon a fox and kill it, you'll see that I now have a cursed shard. Now, if I want to get the celestial shard, again, Foxy quest, Enderman. All right, summon an Enderman. Let's just hope he stays here and doesn't teleport away. Okay, and now you'll see I have a celestial shard. So to make that piece of armor, I need to complete 32 Foxy quests. 16 with the Celestial Sword, 16 with the Cursed Sword. It doesn't matter what mob you kill, you just need to type Foxy quest. If I try using the sword, let's do this. I'll summon a cow. Alright, so I'm going to use the Celestial Sword. You'll see I only have 1 Celestial Shard. If I go kill the cow with this sword, he did not give me an extra shard. It can only be obtained after typing the Foxy quest command. Okay? So once I have 4 cursed and 4 celestial shards in an emerald, I can make the first one of those, but you need 4 of those. So you're going to do 16 of each quest. To get the tropical fish scale, guess what? I have to kill a tropical fish on the altar. Does not matter what sword you use, it just has to be killed on the altar. Magical lump 5, which are 4 magical lump 4s, which are 4 magical lump 3s, 2s, 1s, all the way down to the word. You understand how those work. And then the aquatic helmet frame, 5 aquatic netherite ingots, 5 nautilus shells. Good luck. Netherite ingot, Damascus steel, prismarine, pris shard. So I'm hoping you're getting what I've got. Is the thing that I really appreciate about Foxy Machines, and especially with these quests, is that it's not something you can do quickly. It will take some time. And hopefully when you get it, the reward will be just as worth it as the effort you're going to put into it. I'd highly recommend that once you have each one of these pieces, you soulbound them. Because if you did lose them, think about how expensive this is. Polar fox. Hang on. You're going to go find polar foxes? You're going to be going through all the world, right? Polar foxes on that one. Magma. So now you're going to the nether if you don't have a magma spawner in the overworld. All right. Parrot feather. All right. Now you're going to the jungle. Tropical fish. Now you're going into, either an ocean or somewhere that has tropical fish. All right. So your ultimate goal on the weapons are the Elucidator and the Acri Arkham. The Elucidator is a pretty tough sword to build, right? Because now you need a bucket of blood, which means 8 blood. So that's 8 mobs you have to kill on the altar. But you need that Pixie Queen heart. You also need a Pixie Queen heart to craft and summon the Headless Horseman. So you're going to have to kill 2 Pixie Queens, one to get the Horseman, one to get the Elucidator. But then also, if you want the Archon, you're going to have to kill a Vile Pumpkin. So you're actually going to be walking through this process at least twice, at a minimum. So I do really appreciate that this is not something that is done in an hour or two. My guess is all the work it's going to take to get everything that you need, you're going to be using multiple add-ons. If I were you, if you've got mob capture, I would get all those mobs, bring them back to my base, right? Use the mob capturing pellet to bring everything back. Especially if it's something that has to be killed on the altar. Otherwise, you've got to take an altar with you, build it, find the mob, hopefully find a way to get it into the altar. You're much better bringing them back to your base and trying it there. Versus being in the wilderness is just crazy. So, again, I want to thank you guys for all your support, for all your letters of encouragement. Those that I play with on the server, you know who you are. Thank you again as well for all your well wishes. And, guys, look forward to more videos coming out on a regular basis again. But as always, when you're playing Slimefun, say it with me, you gotta go Boomer or you gotta go home. We'll see you later.